Hi, my name is Igor. Welcome to Teletour. I'm going to present you today the Mont St Michel as the sun goes down now on the island. It's going to be dark in a minute. It's hard to give any comment on the beauty of the place right now as the sun goes down. Just leave you enjoy the view. The river you see there is the Quenon, and it's the natural border between Normandy, this way, east, and Brittany, where the sun goes down. Brittany is that way, over there. The Quenon River, a very nice place, a very nice, good river for trout fishing. I go sometimes there with friends, trout fishing. Very nice and big trout there. Today in the Abbey of the Mont St Michel, it's no longer Benedictines, but the Brotherhood of Jerusalem. But still today, 6 monks and 6 nuns live and work in the Abbey. Right now they're having a Mass. The Mass started 15 minutes ago. There is a Mass every morning at 6:50, another one 11:50, but yeah, not tomorrow, because tomorrow on Monday, no Mass. And another one, 6:50 p.m. it starts. So the Mass starts at 7, but you should be there a little bit before, because the one at 6:50 p.m. in the evening is in a small chapel below the central church, very deep inside the rock. Very few people attend this Mass, this early Mass, 6:50 a.m. and 6:50 p.m. The white building you see there was a building which was added only in the 19th century for the guards of the prison. That became like their barracks, the barracks for the guards of the prison. So it's a newer addition. And of course, the problem was that when supply came for the prison in the 19th century, guards would not send all the way up all the good supply, all the good food. They would keep most of it for them. It's natural in a way because they lived in this building at the bottom, the Fanil, with their family, with their wife and kids. So it's a little bit normal that they would keep the good supply for them and send up leftovers. Voilà. Last visitors are really leaving late, and you can see over there the island of Tomblaine. Mont St Michel was a little bit like that, just a little bit bigger, around 708, when nothing was still built on Monte Tumba, as it would be called later. Tomblaine is just a simple island where sometimes sea lions stop, and sometimes people doing the walk on the bay have a break on Tomblaine. But there is nothing there, just a simple island. These 2 islands here, Tomblaine and Mont St Michel, are actually remaining from the separation of England, the land of England, and from continental Europe, about 300,000 years ago. Absolutely no sound right now. Absolute silence. This is what made the monks want to stay here, such a view. Voilà. You can see most people now left. Some very lucky ones stay overnight, or some are ready to go back home really late, and the place is becoming empty. It's the most romantic place on earth, really, if you can stay there overnight. As the sun is going down, now it's 7 p.m. October 17th. The weather was still wonderful today. You should know that the abbey was built over the centuries, and 75% of the rocks came from the Chausey Islands. Chausey Islands are islands over there, 30 kilometers away at sea. The islands were brought by boat, using the tidal wave, using a little bit of wind, because at that time the roads in France were very dangerous and not maintained at all. Very dangerous because of the number of thieves, and a convoy of granite stones like this one is something extremely valuable. So it would attract too many thieves. So the workers and the architects decided to use a stone quarry at Chausey over there to build most of the structure. So an abbey, what you see up there now, the abbey is really a complex for the clergy. Inside the abbey of Mont St Michel you find a church, of course, a refectory, there was a dormitory or a big bedroom, a common bedroom, a refectory, dining hall, of course a workshop where the monks studied and wrote the books. There was also a hospital, an almonry. The almonry is the place where poor pilgrims were taken care of. And also guest rooms for VIPs, such as nobility, and also for the king. The king would use the room where the manuscripts were produced and where the monks studied. So that's the room the king would use. The monks had also some small gardens. They had a cloister where they would walk and grow some vegetables and some medicinal herbs for the hospital. So it was an abbey from 966, a Benedictine abbey, until the French Revolution. After the French Revolution, the abbey was unfortunately, in a way, transformed into a prison. But this is what allowed the abbey to survive, because after the French Revolution, most prisons in most abbeys in France were destroyed and sold stone by stone, or completely abandoned. And the fact that the abbey was used this way as a prison saved it, in a way. And the sun goes down. The sand you see here is really very fine and there are quicksands everywhere. So today is really impossible to walk there because there was way too much water. For the last weeks we had quite big tides, so it's very, very muddy. No way you can walk around. Too dangerous, especially holding a camera like I do now. And there it is, the sun went down, the Mont St Michel now at night. There's hardly anyone on the island right now. You see very well Archangel Michael on the very top. There are just two cafes open. I just had a very good dinner. Salted grass lamb chops and a glass of cider. The local salted grass lamb, delicious meat. This is what we call really the marvel and the spire. The marvel is really on the east side, on the right of this image, and on top the spire. So I hope you had a good tour with me and teletour as the sun just went down, and I hope to see you very soon on another tour with teletour. See you soon. Bye bye.